We know this is the first certified PMP of 2023. Faisal, Ajay, Akin, Gavin, Naseem Akhtar, Padma, Preeti, Hassan, Vikas, Atif, and Zia. Pallavi, Sajad, Zarnab, Azim, Azad, Mohit, Amoor, Tehsin, Abdul, Prashant, Ajay, Subhata, Grace, Ajay, Ali, Basharat, Zinumar, Mafi, Prashant, Asma, Akil, Bhai Dilyas, Fiaz, Garima, Ibrahim, Shakil, Shivani, Talha, Priya, Kitesh, Adnan, Akmal, Azad, Basil, Mangesh, Murli, Nagraj, Raj, Sachin, Sujit, Chetali, yes, Mohsin, Rizwan Ahmed, Abbas, Shakil Umar, Shafiq, Sai Parita, Francis, Kodan, Tushar, Rizwan, Matt, Abdul Aziz. Amer is my certified PMP number 200 and he is from Abu Dhabi. Sachin cleared PMP with all above target. Now, when somebody cleared PMP with all above target, that is something I'm really proud of because my students come sometime they cleared in 3 weeks, 4 weeks, sometime life takes them. But the most important thing is if you fall down, how you get back and how you clear in the first attempt with all above target. So Sachin did it with all above target. Sachin, congratulations on clearing PMP with all above target. Can you
Thank you
share
very
your
much.
journey in your own way? Please.
Yeah, so initially I started learning about PMP last year from Jan, but I didn't know which material and which coach I should select for this journey.
Mhm,
So I came across your video in YouTube,
mhm,
and then after going through few videos, I got much better understanding of some of the concepts. So I took this course with you, and I started in May, and then I went on vacation which actually was not good choice at that point because I had time, but after that I had to focus on my work more, and I was not able to find time for study. And after December, I started to consistently work on my study, and I made plans. I was giving mocks. After that, I gave some of the mocks 2 times because I was having gap in between. And finally, I took 2 weeks leave from office due to the work and for studying, and I was able to clear with all of our target.
hmm. How
So
does it
far, it
feel?
was a very good journey.
How
Yeah,
how
very much.
does it
Yeah, it was
feel?
very much pleasing for me. Finally, the 1 year hard work paid off.
Hmm. It shouldn't have been 1 year. It should have been 1 month.
Yeah, right.
It should ha- it should have been 1 month, but it is what it is, right? It is what it
Yeah.
is. The important thing is that we kept on working, we kept on moving, and we cleared the PMP. We crossed the line. That is the thing that matters. Okay, let's talk about this thing. You were telling me that exam was very difficult. How can you explain that?
Well, I did all of the questions for the topics, and then I did all the mocks. I did overall mocks also, but none of the mocks I found it very difficult to, when I was giving the exam, I think I was sitting in a different section or giving some different exam because most of the questions were like, which I was not used to those questions on those scenarios. So it was out of the context for me, but I had the core understanding of the concept by doing the mocks. So I was able to clear those questions easily.
Mhm, mhm. Okay. What was your time management in all the mocks?
In first section, I cleared, I had 150 minutes remaining. And in second section, there was one question which took a lot of time. I think it was some kind of wrong question. I did multiple calculation, but I was getting the wrong answer, which was not available in the choices. So in the last section, I had only 70 minutes left. And
Mhm,
when I clicked on the end exam, that time I had 3 minutes left on the screen.
mhm, mhm.
So,
Which sec
so time
which
management was
section
not an issue
was
for me.
which section was the hardest?
Second section was hard. I think I've spent more time on one of the question.
Mm-hmm.
which was for the calculation, and I'm not sure about the question whether it was a right question or not.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we
Maybe
were
there
not.
was some mistake. Yeah.
Yeah, you were not sure about the question was even right or not.
No, I
Okay.
was. It was a formula-based question. I did know the formula, and I was doing the calculation on calculator manual also, but I was not getting the right answer. I don't know why. It was very easy formula. I was not finding that option over there. So it was very strange for me. I thought maybe it was some kind of glitch or something, but
Mm-hmm.
I chose on the
But it was only one
option.
question.
Yeah, yeah.
It was so one question is perfectly fine as long as it's one question. Okay, you got all above target. You know there are 5 questions that PMI shares just to keep checking that how students perform into that. Out of 175, 185 question is that way. Okay, let's put in the context. When you were in the exam, were there any critical path questions? You said one formula question, right? Any critical path question?
No.
So there is no critical part question. That is always good to know that we are not getting any critical path question. Okay. Okay. Which thing was most dominant in your exam?
I think hybrid was the most dominant. It
Hmm.
was not straightforward. Like most of the question were from hybrid only.
Hmm. Most of the questions were hybrid. So we can say that a
So
stakeholder communication team, agile was the
teams,
kind of the dominant area,
yeah,
right?
yeah, right.
Yeah, yeah, that was the most dominant area. That's good to know. Okay. What else you would like to say to the PMP aspirant who are going to give the exam, how they can join, how they can become certified?
I think to clear the PMP, you need to have a core understanding of the PMP concept.
Mhm,
If you have that core understanding, then you can easily answer any of the question, no matter you've seen that scenario or not.
mhm,
It will be very easy to answer that question and keep consistency. So you don't take too much break in between.
mhm.
Otherwise, you have to start from beginning. That was my case. So I will suggest to keep the consistent pace when you're studying, so you can clear early and not take 1 year like me.
But you clear with all
Yeah,
above target. Okay.
yeah,
How would you rate my follow-up system? How would you say that is?
yeah. It was very good. Actually, you're following up from the very first day, and after that also when I was on vacation. But due to the work commitment, I have to take some break from studying, and after that also we were in touch consistently. You were asking me the questions like whether I have completed those mocks and other topics. Yeah, it was a very good approach, I think. Yeah,
Yeah, that is a very important thing to look into that. Thank you, Sachin. Thank you very much for your time. I'm extremely happy and delighted that finally we cleared the line. And we not only cleared the line, we cleared it with a big bang. We cleared it with all about target. And that is
yeah.
what it's meant to be. Just to put in the context, you are my PMP number 997 in last 3 years. Thank you, Sachin. Thank you.
997. Yeah. Okay.
997.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
sir.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye. Vinod is the first certified PMP of 2023. Faisal, Ajay, Ikin, Gavin, Naseem Akhtar, Padma, Preeti, Hassan, Vikas, Atif, and Zia. Pallavi, Sajad, Zarnab, Azim, Azad, Mohit, Amoor, Tehsin, Abdul, Prashant, Ajay, Sultan, Grace, Ajay, Ali, Busharat, Zinuman, Nafi, Prashant, Asma, Akil, Fahid Ilyas, Fiaz, Garima, Ibrahim, Shakil, Shivani, Talha, Priya, Venkatesh, Adnan, Akmal, Azad, Basil, Mangesh, Murli, Nagraj, Raj, Sachin, Sujit, Chekali, Yes, Mohsin, Rizwan Ahmed, Abbas, Shakil Umar, Shafiq, Sai Parita, Francis, Kodan, Tushar, Rizwan, Wes, Abdul Aziz. Amer is my certified PMP number 200 and he is from Abu Dhabi.